I went to see the spine surgeon today. And so, you know, if anybody knows me, whenever I have a medical trip, I always try to do something fun and adventurous so that it's not just some medical trip, you know. So I have been here before. In fact, on Roblox, I have one of my pictures, I think, on my t-shirts. I sold avatar clothing on Roblox. And then I don't want to get anybody like in the video, so.
Excuse me?
Um,
I think you'll.
oh, thank you, ma'am, so much. I would have been looking for that. I've dropped my towel. I've got a towel with me. And anyways, I'm over here dropping stuff, and people are so nice here. And anyways, so this path is a little bit lumpy for a walker. I don't remember it being like this, but they may have changed it. But it's got like this stone here. So, anyways, I'll manage. It's not too bad. It's a little bit lumpy. Okay, so it's a small lighthouse, but it's Lake Hefner. And I was like looking for a place. I thought somewhere in here, like you have all these restaurants and stuff. And I thought, surely to goodness, somebody has a gift shop where I can buy a t-shirt. Well, come to find out, someone was explaining to me that this is managed by, I guess, some state department or city department or something like that. And I was like, you know what? Somebody around here needs to open up a vendor to sell Lake Hefner t-shirts. Like, this lighthouse is totally t-shirt worthy, right? I'm such a lake rat. I love my lakes in Oklahoma. And this is the only, as far as I know, it's the only lake house or lake in Oklahoma that has a lighthouse. But hey, we have a lighthouse in Oklahoma, and they set it to where it really captures beautiful sunsets. So I was here, it's been a couple years, maybe 2 or 3, and way up there, I took a picture with my cameras and my photography cameras, and I caught an awesome sunset where that sun set perfectly. It's probably not the time of year to capture it, but it was February at the time, so that sunset right smack falling over where that flag is, and it was the absolute perfect capture, and it was accepted into the commercial market. So I was selling my pictures to the, I was like, whatever my goal is with photography is one day I would like to have my pictures in a calendar. So that would be like a goal I would like to meet. I would like to see any picture that I took make it into a calendar. But anyways, that was a beautiful capture that I captured, and I'm not going to get it today because it's not the right time of the year. I think it was February, so maybe in a couple months I'll come back here. And so the sun literally fell right behind that flag, and it was just perfect. And behold, right when I took the picture, a bird flew into the shot, and it was just made it even more. So I was so stoked about that picture. Anyways, so I am here. Hello, how are you? How are you? Let me add you. I got you on here. So I don't want to get like people's kids in the pictures and stuff, so I'll get a picture more when I can. I'm just gonna go over here to the shore, and I'm just gonna watch the sunset since I'm already here, and I'm already gonna have to drive in the dark to get back home. So that, you know what, if I'm already gonna have to drive in the dark, I'm gonna catch me a sunset at the lake. You know, it's like, make the best of your situation. Well, today I had to see the spine surgeon, and it's like, okay. And so I want to do something fun. And maybe, hello, how are you?
You know what that would remind me of?
Your ring. Hi. There you go. I added you. Okay, so I'm right here on the edge of the rocks. I'm catching the sunset. I don't know how that looks in my camera, but I'm hoping to get some nice pictures out of this. Oops, sorry about that. Let me see if I can. Screenshot. So I just did a screenshot. Oh my gosh. So this is a little bitty lighthouse, but it's really pretty, like at night. And I don't know why that people. I think, you know what I'll do. I think I'll just do some pictures, and then I'll make a picture and I'll put it on a t-shirt. I'll take it to a printer and screen press my own t-shirt, because for whatever reason they don't have a gift shop that sells t-shirts. I'm like, wow. I don't know. I have to get my walker up around this little thing here, so bear with me. It's kind of ruggedy, noisy. Try not to get people in my picture here. We get around to the front. There, that's nice. Look at that sunset, you guys. Lake in Oklahoma City. And I guess the city manages this lake. So I just wanted to get me some sunset. I know all of you guys from different places you're at, you capture sunsets, and I always enjoy those shorts or whatever it is you turn them into. And I think the prettiest sunset I saw this week was from Dublin, Ireland. From You Know Who You Are, if you're watching this video, right? And I love sunsets. What's really cool is if they had fireworks out here. This would be really cool to like have the lighthouse and the fireworks behind the lighthouse and stuff. That would be really cool. So Oklahoma City did, Scissor Tail Park or something like that, had a big fireworks show on New Year's Eve as the ball dropped, if you will. But I couldn't find anybody that live streamed it. I was so disappointed because I did a compilation video of literally all the global fireworks from around the world. So many countries in different cities in America, and just different cities in different countries. And so I tried to get in as many in there as I could without making a long video, you know. And I thought that was pretty cool. So that's what I did on New Year's Eve. I watched fireworks from around the world. Really cool stuff. See, Paris, Australia, Iceland, Scotland, Dubai, Japan, Korea, China, oh my gosh, London, I can't even think of them all, Mexico, Portugal, Brazil, I think was in there, several cities from the US, and yeah. So, and the light shows, I think those drone shows, that's what it was, the drone shows. They had some really cool drone shows. Oh my gosh, the drone shows were totally awesome. And so I just did like tiny little clips of each, you know, just to show what types of shows that different places around the world were putting on. And I just think it's so cool that everybody from around the world celebrates the time, the passage of time, you know, life, you know, life and time. They go together. Stages of life. Every year is a new year, a new beginning. And I don't know. It's like, it seems to me like they celebrate that like even more than they do Christmas. But yeah, they do get out there around the world when it comes to New Year's Eve. It's a thing. So I like to watch the bigger picture. I don't like to go somewhere local and watch it. I like to see it, all of it. The bigger picture. Yeah, and these birds flying by. Just watching the sunset. You can hear the highway probably in my video, so sorry if it's loud. It's just a nice, peaceful little place to hang out. If you're ever coming through Oklahoma, stop by if you got a chance in Lake Hefner. It's in Oklahoma City. And come out and down here to the lighthouse. Enjoy you a sunset. I know we need a gift shop out here selling t-shirts. I'm like, what is up with that? Like even keychains. It's like shocks me, right? Because I'm really surprised that they don't have a gift shop. That would bring in revenue for the city. Because like, I know they have to pay for maintenance for this. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like they're trying to be capitalist to put a gift shop out here. But as somebody who doesn't live here, I really wanted a t-shirt. Yeah, oh well. Like, really, actually what I need is I need a hoodie. I need another, kind of, wore out my other hoodie. It's looking kind of rough. So I wanted a hoodie from someplace that I had traveled. But oh well. It's okay. I'll spend my miscellaneous fun on something else. Who's in here? Hey, Ashley, how are you? I'm at the lighthouse. I'm going to get back up to the front. I'm going to get back up to the very front, and then I'm going to do a distance picture of the lighthouse, which is really cool. I'm just capturing the sunset without trying to get people in my video. I don't like having people in my video, right? Especially kids. It's like, okay, I'm just trying to have it stuck. Whoop. Okay. Hopefully I don't drop stuff off my walker again. Yeah, I couldn't bring my dogs with me today. See, Naughty used to go with me, but I had more dogs than just her, so she was my service dog. But now I'm just down to her and Risa, so I can't just leave Risa at home. You know what I mean? I can't bring them both. So, and Nadia is like, I think she's really upset because I used to take her places. So I used to go to the nursing home with, one or both of them, and just a little beach area, and we would do the patient pet therapy. But now that since COVID, basically, I can't go in there because I'm not vaccinated, and so yeah, it's all different now. So she really loved that. Man, she loved going in there and greeting people. She's such a sociable dog. Risa doesn't have that personality. She's more aloof. She's more like her mom was. Her mom, Kayla, she was my champion standard poodle. And she's pretty solos. She just is... Ugh. I mean, she's sweet. She's friendly. She'll, like, visit with you or whatever. She's just not, like, outgoing like Nadia is. Let me get the lighthouse in there. Yeah. So this guy, this biker, he was like amazed because I don't know, somehow a conversation came up. I that I was a YouTuber or something like that, and I guess that surprised me. I guess because I don't know. I think a lot of people think that YouTubers for young people, so that is so wrong. There's more and more like old people, like in the 70s and 80s, that are coming up on, even in the 100, like people over 100 in the 90s. A lot of senior citizens on YouTube because wellness is a big thing on YouTube. Like there's a lot of money that goes into wellness channels, and so senior citizen stuff, it's like a whole... Alright, so now I could probably do a picture from a distance because I don't want to have anybody in there close up on my videos, But isn't that pretty though? Look at that, guys. Let me zoom in real quick. Get more of that and take a screenshot of that. If I can hold it still. There. You know what? I need to go from a... I'm trying to see. I was trying to get the sun from the other... So the last time I came out here, it was straight on. It was right down there. And I got some really cool low angle on the ground pictures. Yeah, I think I can get it. It might be too late though. So, yeah. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Straight on. Nice. It's like the sun is being the light for the lighthouse. Isn't that cool? It's like he is our light. Hello, hello. How are you doing? Let me put you in here. Got you added. I'm going to zoom this back out a little bit. And I don't know what... I think I'm in 1080p, but I'm not sure. And so the bikers out here like have their own lanes and stuff. This street out here is not for cars. It's for joggers and bikers. So look, I got it. Nice. Cool. Lake Hefner. Lighthouse. Ouch, ouch, ouch. I just hit my ankle. That's probably going to leave a mark. Okay, I got to sit down. Oh, my legs. Whew. Plus, I didn't want to like hit the road. It's kind of hard on my back, that driving, so I'm taking a break from that before I hit the road again. Whoops, there we go. Look at that. Pretty. Sorry, guys. Oops. I did that. I accidentally turned my phone off. I got little doggies. So yeah, I definitely need to bring my dogs out here too. I think I'll just make a weekend trip, come out here, go do some sightseeing. So that's one of my goals. Whoops. One of my goals for this year is to make, just get out and see more things, because this last year I didn't really get out much at all. That's going to make a pretty picture, and I'm going to take that to the screen printer And I'm gonna make a Lake Hefner t-shirt out of it. Cat's eye. Oh, yeah, yeah. I don't think I've used that though, actually. You know what I haven't done in a long time is fishing. I need to get some fishing videos in. I mean, I live near the lake. Oh my gosh, there you can live near the lake that I live. It's like 830 shoreline miles, something like that. It's huge. It goes through like 3 counties and like a dozen towns, and like literally you could live there your whole life and not hit up all the fishing spots. Like it's never ending. And there's a lot of different types of fish. They do fishing tournaments at our lake. So some areas are nicer than others. Like some areas have like more clear water at the shoreline, and then some places are like kind of murky and funky looking. So you just kind of got to know which areas are the best. Look at that, guys. Is that pretty or what? Oh my gosh, this is so t-shirt worthy. So what do you think of my give me some love, hit that like button if you haven't already, please. And it'll probably be late before I get back because I'm 2 hours from home. So yeah, I'll get home and I'll have to walk my dogs and stuff. But I'll probably be on later tonight, And so I finally, if you watched my Sims 4 game the other day, if you watched it, I had a problem with the infant bug. Man, I worked on that, and I would try all different things. I finally did get them all aged up without the infant bug, but the bug is still in the game, and I don't think it's the mods, guys. The infant bug, hair bug, is from what I can understand. It's just something in this. It's the game. So what I had to finally do is I had to age one up. Okay, then create a save file, and then leave the game. Go back, then age up the other one, create a save file, leave the game, and then do that for the third sim, the third baby I was trying to age up from newborns. And all 3 of them, their hair is fine, the bug is not on them, and so, but that infant hair bug is being really persistent, and I may do a deep cleansing of my mods. I might take all my mods out. But here's another thing that also happened that was really weird, and I've never seen this before, is when I was trying to change the outfit on my Sims, it aged my Sim up to toddler. And I'm like, what the? So I had to immediately exit out and leave the game. So there's just some new glitches going on. And, yeah. So. But what I didn't want is an infant with a hair bug on it. So I was able to finally successfully remove that and got my triplets aged up to infants. So, cat's eye. There we go, guys. There is that beautiful sunset. Yeah, y'all. So I'm loving that. Isn't that pretty? Y'all show me some love. Hit that like button. Thank you all for the likes. I appreciate you. And yeah. Hit that love button or whatever. And again, I'll be stopping your channel when I get home. I will be going by. Good morning. Oh my gosh. It's not even sunset here. You must be from what? Let me see. Let me see who said that. Are you from the Philippines? Where are you from? What country are you from? Hi. Well, obviously, I'm in the USA. I'm in the Midwest. So I'm just now seeing the sunset. And you're seeing the sunrise, and I'm seeing the sunset. Oh, that is such a good picture right there. If I can just try to get it without shaking. Because I like that the sun is captured right there. One of these pictures I'm going to use, for myself, like not to sell. Obviously, I don't think I could get by with that, but so I'm supposed to be having some hand surgery on my carpal tunnel surgery, and then after I recover from that, I'm going to go back and start doing crochet videos again, some tutorials. The next thing I want to do on crochet is there's it's a flower blanket. So basically no, I take that back. It's a flower bouquet blanket. So it folds in to a flower bouquet. And just Google or search on YouTube flower bouquet, crochet flower bouquet blanket. And it is so cool. It is so cool. And so I don't think it's going to be that hard. It's going to, probably take a little bit, but I am very certain that I can do that. And yeah, so I don't know if I'll film my progress on doing that. I've never really followed like patterns, so I have to watch somebody do it. And that's been the problem, is there's not really a tutorial on that particular blanket. Anyways, but I'm determined to make that blanket. Flower bouquet blanket. It is so stinking pretty. It's just a cool thing to make. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it, guys. Look at that. Yikes! That's gonna make such a good picture. Oh my gosh. I'm just taking picture after picture. I'm gonna try to get lower to the ground. All right. Hang on a second. No, I think it's too late. I think I got all the pictures I'm gonna get. Hang on. She got right in my way. Oh no. Oh well. There we go. Nice. Look at that. That sun. Okay, we got some people walking by. I'm going to back up a little bit because I want to get it to where it's directly behind it, like that. But a little bit. There we go. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Nice. Got some doggies going by. Looks like it's... All right, here we go. All right, isn't that pretty? Okay, I'm going to do another screenshot. One more. Since they pass by. Oh, you know what? I'm going to have to Photoshop this thing here on the... There's like... Let me zoom that back up. Because the thing on the side is like... I need to do it to the left because there's that thing that's on my YouTube. It's taking a screenshot, and I'm going to have to edit that out. Okay, that one will work. You know what I'm talking about? It's like the volume in control. That one will work. Okay, guys, that's it. I'm going back to my car. I'm going to get out of here. I'd like to get back on and be on the highway, the main highway, before it gets dark, because I hate to drive in the city when it's dark because of the glare. I have small cataracts in my eyes, so yeah, it's still setting, but how pretty is that? Golly gee. Golly gee. Nice. I got a long walk. You want to walk with me? You want to hang out, guys? Hey, Ken's in the house. Hey, I didn't know you were in here. Ken, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to focus. I love the sunset. So I've only been here once before. This is Lake Hefner in Oklahoma City. And if you're ever in Oklahoma, and you're going to be here during sunset, you might as well just pop on into Lake Hefner because it's just a really small little lighthouse. And I'm just like, okay, somebody owns... Oh, there's the full moon over there. Wait, what? The sunset and the full moon. Man, I wish I could have got that in the picture, too. Look at that. Got a full... Wait a minute. We have a full moon tonight? Really? Uh-oh. Let me get that in there, too. I'll do something to do that. Okay, so... Yeah, I wish I had my cameras with me. So I came out here before with my DSLRs and actually I think my Zoom camera is the one that got the really good picture that ended up on the commercial market. So I like submit some of my pictures to the market. You never really make any money off of photography unless you like start a business, which I'm not really into doing. So, but I just like to take pictures. I do enter them sometimes in the contests, but I did catch a really good picture off of the lake that was frozen, and I caught an awesome, beautiful, awesome shaped purple striped clouds off of a frozen lake, and I won a contest with that one. That one I got with my DSLR, but the one that I entered into the commercial market, I took my little, it's not very expensive camera. It's like my little Kodak. Was it Canon? No, Canon Zoom. It was a little Canon Zoom. Super easy to use. Oh my gosh. You can zoom or we get really good pictures of the moon. You kind of want to use a tripod, but I even got good pictures of the moon without a tripod. Like I have a disability ramp to my house, and so I'll just set it up on the railing, and use that for a tripod. And oh, they make a good picture right there. Look at that. Hey, look at the sailboats. Ooh, I like the reflection. Let me get it over here a little bit to the left. I'll have to figure out Photoshop so I can like Photoshop that stuff out. Use AI or something. Anyways. I love sunsets. It's such a beautiful thing to observe. I mean, the end of a day that we have been blessed with, we're gifted with something as beautiful as just art in the sky looking down on us, Yeah. Oh my goodness. So I'm gonna have to go across this grass. Yeah. So, but I'm really surprised that they do not have a gift shop out here. Like, I'm like, Lake Hefner Lighthouse is worthy of a t-shirt. That's t-shirt worthy. I would totally wear a t-shirt. Look at that. Ooh, guys, look at that. Yeah, me too. Like, sunrises are pretty, but, back when I was in the military, I could appreciate the sunrises back then because I was forced to be up, early in the morning. But now I'm like, nah, No. I am more of a sunset girl and up late at night. Maybe go to bed around 2 or 3, and I'll sleep into 8 or 9. That's the life of a disabled retired. I'm medically retired. So, I have hobbies. This party. This really smells like a really good restaurant. Oh my gosh. That's a pretty restaurant too. And it's got a sign on the side that says immediate seating available. I don't know why all these cars. I'm surprised they have immediate seating, but I would like to go in here. But I don't like to go in restaurants by myself. I don't know, that just feels weird. Maybe I'm weird. But it feels weird to go into a restaurant and eat by myself. I go out with friends. I'm going to a restaurant. Anyways. So I'm parked way out here somewhere. Somewhere way out here. I am parked in the parking lot. Oh my gosh. See what it says? Immediate seating available. What's that say? Is that an M or an N? Mana Roja? Or is that an M? I can't. Oh, it's an M. Mama Roja. Okay. Mama Roja. Okay. Well, I'll tell you right now, it smells good. Oh, curbside to go. Now, I might could do some curbside to go. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm not a thyroid issue. So I'm here in Oklahoma City because I have some discs in my neck that are bad, and I wanted to get a second opinion because last time I saw the surgeon about it, he was like, well, if it gets any worse, we'll just do a double disc replacement. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, let me see if there's some kind of minimally invasive type of something that they could do instead of, just waiting for it to get worse and then I just lose 2 more discs. So I had double fusing in my thoracic region, so I got rods in my upper back. Then I had artificial disc in my lower back. And but he said no. He said right now it would just be too risky. And he said, but I still look like I would be a candidate for artificial disc versus fusion. So that's sort of good news. Because if I do have to eventually have the neck surgery, I don't want fusion. I know that. So, but he said, you never know, they are coming out with new stuff. But he wants me to have some shot in my neck. I guess they sedate you for it, so I guess I don't like the idea of needles in my spine. Anyways, so I did decompression therapy, and to me, honestly, I felt like that made it worse. Wasn't more they increased the weight on the decompression machine, but he said that the radiologist said it looked like it could possibly be touching the cord, and so that was my concern. But he's the second surgeon that he says, no, it's really thin there, but he says he said he doesn't think that it's touching the cord. So, and it's kind of hard to tell too. But if it ever does get to where it is touching the cord, then I have to do something. So now my thoracic region, that was really bad. My whole cord was displaced, so they didn't have any choice. They had to go in. They flew me out to Arizona for that one. Barrel, brain, and spine. If you ever have to have a major surgery that is like really risky or complicated, Barrel, brain, and spine out in Phoenix, Arizona does excellent work. They have the most advanced techniques. So instead of going through my lungs to decompress my lungs to access my spinal cord, they went through the back, through the pedicle bones, which was better than them going through my lungs, but it was still a horrible, horrible surgery. Anyways, so I'm not going to be having surgery. Still got time, so that's good. But I am going to have my carpal tunnel surgery, so I can't put that off anymore. Anywho's, that's it, guys. I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Thank you guys for stopping in. And I will be back online probably later tonight. She said, love sunset, hee hee. Yeah, me too. I'm with you. And, oh, girl, I am so sorry. I thought I added you. One moment's in here? Oh, I didn't see you come in. Aw, did you miss the sun? Did you see the sunset or did you miss it? I just now scrolled down and I realized I missed you. I am so sorry. Y'all go check out One Moment's channel. She does live streams regularly and she also crochets. She's a yarny friend. I have a new yarny friend and she's so sweet. So you guys go check out her channel. One Moment with AMFR. Go check her out. Anywho's, what branch was I in? Oh, I didn't know you didn't know. So I was in the United States Army. Now I will tell you this. I'm a little backwards. So right out of college, no, I take it back. While I was in college, I take it back again. Okay, so while I was still in high school, I joined the National Guard because I turned 18. So I had to have a guardian sign for me because, I was still in high school when I signed. But I joined the National Guard while I was still in high school. And so when I went to college, they didn't have free college, so, and I wasn't smart enough to get a scholarship. So I got I went to the National Guard and it helped with my college a little bit, but you don't really make a whole lot with that, but yeah. So anyways, so then I served 4 years in the National Guard. Then I went active duty. I was like, I'm going to travel the world. And I did. Now, so I went all over Europe. And I was enjoying the heck out of Europe. And lo and behold, I get in Europe. And I'm not there but a few months. And crazy old Saddam Hussein decides he's going to... They were all mad at him. No, all the countries over there was hating on him. They wanted him gone. So, they had an oil war, basically. So I had to go to war. Bottom line, I had to go to war. So we had to go over there and help the Arabian of the Saudi Arabia and Kuwait. So you had Syria was in that war. You have, I think, I saw people from other countries that was there. So there was also, who else was there? The British, the Canadians. Yeah, so we all went over there to the middle. So I was in Saudi Arabia. Then I flew to Iraq. So thankfully I didn't have to convoy through Kuwait. So I flew in helicopters to Iraq. So I was in Iraq for several weeks. And then, so I was in Bahrain, Tehran. And so that was a different experience. It wasn't what I was really intending when I decided I was going to, explore the world. But whatever. I say it's a part of my life. Because now, because of the sarin leaks that they had over there, and they said they didn't have weapons of mass destruction. I'm here to tell you different, that is absolutely not so. I have conversations with United States, UN weapons inspectors, and there's stuff classified that I don't think it's ever going to be released. But anyways, they tried to keep, so we were there, and the alarms kept going off. And so here's what happened. I went to NBC school, which is Nuclear Biological Chemical Warfare School. And it was the short version of that MOS, which is, MOS means Military Occupational Specialty. So I went to that before I got deployed to the Middle East. And I knew then that those alarms that they kept saying was false alarms, I knew there wasn't false alarms. I knew that there was chemical leaks. I knew there was. And so I started annotating things, and I was doing journalist stuff over there while I was over there also, because it was the first declared war where basically women have always been in some kind of, combat capacity with just assistance, but the actual first declared war where they were in combat roles. So that was a big thing. So I did some kind of like documentary type interviews with different people, of different like states, different ranks, officer, non-commissioned officer, different branches in the military, and also people from different countries too. And so I felt like that would have made a really good documentary. But the stuff that was happening over there prevented me, because of public affairs, prevented me from being able to like release stuff. So I just kind of gave it up. So the most that my annotations and my journaling and stuff actually ended up was with the Pentagon, where they had a special research group. It was back in the late 90s, I think. And so they took my writings of things that I was annotating, like symptoms and stuff like that people was reporting. So in the late 90s, no, I take it back. It was December 1996 when John Bonet was murdered. Because I remember that the same week that CNN was reporting on her murder, there was another big thing where they were reporting the leaks. So Jim Brown, which is a friend of mine, he is the leaker. And so basically leaked documents that those chemical leaks and those alarms that were going off, they were real. So they hid it, and they hid it, and they hid it, and they hid it. And they tried to prevent the public from knowing about those chemicals. But because there was hundreds of thousands of vets that got sick from the stuff, the different exposures over there. And so anyways, it turned out that they were hiding things. And I knew I was right, because I was calling it then. So one day I got in trouble because I loaded up in my mop gear, because I'm like, this is not a false alarm. We are under chemical attack. It is not a false alarm, period. That's it. And so I loaded up in my mop gear, and you're not supposed to open that, right? But I'm just like, I knew. And so I didn't like really get in trouble. They just kind of got mad at me about it. But they knew I was right, and I was right. And so years later, when it was released that those were not false alarms, that by golly gee. And here's what happened in 2014, in October 2014, New York Post, I think, they had captured a bunch of stuff that was chemical weapons that they had found over there, and so they did a big article on that.
Okay,
and
well then stop.
There was
whining,
people
dude.
that was like talking about stuff that they had experienced. So it wasn't just Desert Storm; it was also the operation, if you will, after that one. That this stuff was still residual in the environment. Then you had Dr. Barakovich, who was this researcher, and he took equipment out there in those areas, and he did a documentary called Depleted Uranium, the Doctors and the Dying Children. So there was a bunch of kids over there in that environment that was dying from different exposures over there, and you'll never see it in the media. And according to the United States media and all the media around the world, it never happened. Meanwhile, you've got these like documentaries being made that you have children that are suffering in those environments. So when you've been exposed in areas where you saw dead animals and stuff like that, that was radiation. And so then there was, they did another documentary. There was 4 Gulf War veterans who one of them had stage 4 bone cancer, and they did a test. It's called Sky blood test, and they tested their chromosomes. And this is a type of test you do on patients who've been through radiation treatment. And so then they saw that they had the same amount of chromosome breakage as patients who've been through radiation treatment, and they've never been through it. So it really basically vindicated the fact that there was radiation out there on top of the sarin leak, which I had a specialist in 2015 that he worked with the Department of Defense, and he has a very, very extremely rare experience that he can see basically radiation damage. And so he said, according to my CAT scans of my lungs, it looked like I'd been exposed to mustard gas, which is basically sarin. And so, yeah, there is stuff over there, and they will never admit it. They will never ever admit it. And they'll go, as much as they'll admit it. I got a letter in the late 90s that said that they acknowledged that my health problems was from my service over there, and that I was downwind sarin, because when they did leak it in 1996, they have this ability to determine who was downwind the sarin, and I was one of the troops that was downwind sarin. So they sent me this letter. They're like, but don't worry, it's not fatal or whatever like that. They don't have no way to know what sarin does to the body. They don't have no way to know, But anyways, so that's my story, and I've got medical problems because of my service over there. And my spine is black, like I'm in my 90s. I have very, very old discs, and it's just, it just like, I don't know. Anyways, but you basically just have conditions that are common to society, but you like have a whole bunch of weird stuff that happens. Like I couldn't even like go to the bathroom, if you will, pee. I had to use a catheter for a while, so they finally gave me on some medicine that fixed my nerves. But yeah, there was nerve damage to a lot of different people over there. And to this day, you'll see people say, there's no weapons of mass destruction over there. And I'm like, yeah, okay. Well, you're going to face God one day. And you're running around there running your mouth talking smack. And you don't know what you're talking about. But you know what? I give you to God. That's all I have to say. Anyways, that's it for now. I hope you all have a blessed day. And I will see you all soon on another live stream.